He's the world's strongest man. And now look at this call. Recovery. Rest.
10 WWE match types that have gone extinct. A vast majority of WWE matches are simple pinfall or submission matches. There have been many classics in this traditionally rich regular stipulation. But sometimes, to up the ante for a feud, the company resorts to various special rule matches that raise the stakes for any rivalry. Fans always look forward to special gimmick encounters, whether it'll be Hell in a Cell match or a street fight. Many different match types have been seen in the WWE programming for years. However, some have not been used in the Stamford-based promotion for quite a while for a variety of reasons. While some stipulations deserve to be shelved, a few could suit the WWE's current creative vision. Join us as we look at the 10 WWE match types that have gone extinct.
This cop of punishment. Nobody, not MVP, not
Inferno match. This match type is so dangerous that the WWE no longer uses it. Unsurprisingly, there have been only 4 instances of the Inferno match. The ring is surrounded by fire from all sides during this treacherous encounter, with flames encapsulating the squared circle. The only way to win is to get any part of your opponent's body to catch fire. There is no referee inside the ring for this dreadful match type. WWE legend Kane has been involved in all 4 matches that have taken place in the company with this stipulation. He has been on the losing end 3 times, but the Demon's favorite son won against MVP in an Inferno match back in 2006. This remains the last time fans saw this unpredictable match type in WWE. Thankfully, the Stamford-based promotion chose the safety of their employees over business. For obvious safety reasons, the promotion is unlikely to revert to this stipulation in the future. Buried alive match. Could a WWE superstar be embroiled in such a brutal feud with their adversary that they could bury them alive? That is precisely the stipulation for this strange buried alive match. The clash requires throwing one's opponent into a 6-foot-deep trench beside the entrance ramp and covering them wholly with dirt to pick up the win. The match type was seen on WWE programming first in 1996. And lastly, in 2010. The Undertaker, whose gimmick perfectly matches with a buried alive match, has been a part of all the 5 encounters that have taken place under this stipulation. While the Phenom has won 3, he has tasted defeat in 2. Both times he embarked on a lengthy sabbatical and returned with a changed or modified gimmick. This match type is relatively safe as it occurs in a controlled environment. However, its over-the-top nature means it cannot happen in the current WWE scenario. Unless it fits the storyline impeccably, there are very few chances fans will ever see a buried alive match again in WWE. Punjabi prison match. This is a match type that is not exactly popular with WWE fans. That is probably why the Punjabi prison match has occurred only thrice in the company. The absurd match stipulation involves 2 16-foot high steel reinforced bamboo structures. To win the match, a performer must escape the inside and outside structures to register a win. The first Punjabi prison match occurred between The Undertaker and Big Show at the 2006 Great American Bash event. The dead man piped the world's largest athlete in that clash. The Great Khali, credited for creating this obnoxious match type, was initially scheduled to compete but wasn't medically cleared. The Indian Giant did get to be a part of the match type against Batista in 2007, albeit in a losing cause. The Punjabi prison match was last seen on WWE programming in the 2017 Battleground PLE. Then WWE champion Jinder Mahal successfully defended his title against Randy Orton with the help of, you guessed it right, the Great Khali. Except for the first bout, this match type only makes sense if an Indian wrestler is involved. As there aren't any Indian performers in WWE's top card currently, it may be a while before we see these bamboo structures again in the Stamford-based promotion.
Henry's the world's strongest man. And now look at this call. Recovery. Rest. Dance.
Casket match. Another match type that directly linked to The Undertaker is the casket match. It embodies the Phenom's iconic catchphrase, "Rest in peace." The match stipulation involves putting one's opponent into a casket kept at the ringside and slamming its lid shut to be declared the winner. There have been 20 matches under this rule on the main roster, and Taker has been a part of 17 of those. Taker dispatched Rusev in a casket match at the WWE Greatest Royal Rumble event in 2018. The last time this match type was seen on the main roster. The casket match did take place on WWE programming in 2022, albeit in NXT Halloween Havoc PLE, wherein Apollo Crews defeated Grayson Waller. This match type going extinct can directly be linked to The Undertaker's retirement in 2020. The wrestling juggernaut wouldn't revive this match so easily unless the narrative of a feud demands that a casket be put on the ringside. Fans would hope that they haven't seen the last of this special stipulation in WWE. Iron Man match. Which WWE match tests a wrestler's stamina and endurance the most? The answer would be an Iron Man match. What better way than to pit two fierce rivals in a 30-minute or 60-minute match wherein the one with the most number of pinfalls prevails? That is what the grueling Iron Man match is all about. Over the years, WWE has seen many marathons featuring its all-time greats. Kurt Angle's intense 2-2 draw with Shawn Michaels in a 30-minute Iron Man match in 2005 immediately springs to memory. John Cena was the victor in the bragging rights 2009 60-minute Iron Man bout against Randy Orton with a close score of 6 pinfalls to 5. The last iteration of this draining match in WWE dates back to 2018 when Dolph Ziggler beat Seth Rollins and retained his Intercontinental title at the Extreme Rules event. Perhaps this match's length makes its return to the Stamford-based promotions programming a distant possibility. It's a far cry from today's fast-paced, quick-switch camera angle fights that fans see nowadays in WWE. Irrespective of whether the Iron Man match mounts a comeback on the wrestling juggernaut's platform, it'll remain the hardest of obstacles a grappler gets to participate in.
It's in the heart of our champion. He's to knock it out, Michaels. There goes Carlito.
Traditional Survivor Series match. Before the Survivor Series War Games PLE, the event was called Survivor Series. Its main attraction wasn't the annual men's and women's War Games match, but a traditional 5-on-5 elimination contest. This new type of stipulation has been in effect since November 2022. In the conventional 5-on-5 version, a pinfall or submission leads to the elimination of a performer. This would continue until all the members of a particular team have been eliminated. This fascinating stipulation has seen many epic battles through the years. Who could forget the traditional Survivor Series match won by Team WWE against Team Alliance or WCW for the kayfabe control of WWE, or the Team SmackDown vs. Team Raw epic showdown in the 2005 Survivor Series event, which the former won in a close shave. The newer War Games edition has also been embraced by the fans with equal enthusiasm. Some would say this format's debut on the main roster coincided with a change of regime at WWE when Triple H took over creative control from Vince McMahon in 2022. He has been known to use this stipulation in NXT, where he was at the helm previously. Whether the traditional format ever sees the light of the day again remains to be seen. Nevertheless, it has given the wrestling faithful many epic wars through the years. One-on-one ladder matches. The Money in the Bank format of ladder matches has risen to an insane level wherein a PLE has been named after it. However, in the process, WWE has slowly moved away from its entertaining one-on-one ladder match type. The last singles ladder match took place on the main roster in 2022. It's a pretty low number for this exciting iteration of the match that has consistently delivered some of the best matches in WWE history. What better way to reminisce about the one-on-one ladder matches than the first ever singles ladder match in the organization's history between Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart in 1992, or the ever so personal Loser Leaves Raw ladder match between Edge and Matt Hardy in 2005, which went in the former's favor. A variation of this stipulation is the tables, ladders, and chairs match, which features a significant use of chairs and ladders to neutralize one's opponent. It almost always contains several nasty tumbles for wrestlers through a wooden table. While the MITB format has become revolutionary, the WWE can occasionally lean on a one-on-one ladder to spice up a rivalry. Championship Scramble Match. Speaking of revolutionary match types, how about the Championship Scramble Match? This unique stipulation debuted on WWE programming in 2008 Unforgiven event, but was never featured again. This fascinating match type has a 20-minute time limit with two wrestlers starting the encounter. Every 5 minutes, a new competitor enters the match until every performer is in the squared circle. The grappler who scores a pinfall or submission is the current champion. Whoever is the champion at the end of the 20-minute time limit is declared the winner. The global wrestling phenomena held this scramble match for all three of its top titles at the time: the WWE Championship, the World Heavyweight title, and the ECW Champion strap. Maybe the concept could not click with the fans, as watching this match type thrice in the same night felt a little arduous for the fans. Whatever the reason for its disappearance from WWE, many wrestling enthusiasts would welcome a return for the Championship Scramble match type in the current scenario. First Blood Match. A First Blood match was occasionally seen in WWE rings until 2008. The company switched to the TV PG rating the same year meant that blood-filled, gory matches had to be extremely rare. Naturally, the stipulation that the word blood was restricted very quickly. The rules of the match are pretty straightforward. The first performer to bleed in the match loses. First Blood matches have been featured 10 times on WWE programming, with the last in 2008's one-night stand between John Cena and JBL. The Stamford-based promotion is slated to debut on Netflix in 2025. This might mean the departure from the TV PG rating and could mark the return of the unhinged content that made the company so famous in the first place. Who knows? The First Blood match may make a return in a WWE ring shortly.
The pace of this matchup.
I think it's time for a Lucha House Party. Here we go!
Tornado Tag Team Match. This tag team match was special because it was a breath of fresh air from traditional team matches. While a regular tag team match features two teams, only one team member can be in the ring at one point. The partner who stands on the ring apron can only enter the ring if they're given a tag by the grappler inside. Many acclaimed WWE matches have occurred due to this traditional stipulation, but it doesn't hurt to feature a Tornado Tag Team match occasionally. This match type allows all four members of the two teams to be in the ring at the same time with no need for a tag. A Tornado Tag Team scenario brings chaos to any contest, meaning faster action in a shorter time. With this one, the WWE could score some brownie points with the young fans, as this stipulation's quickness would appeal to them. Given that there is a new parent company for the wrestling juggernaut, TKO Holdings, and a relatively new Triple H regime, it would not be a massive surprise if the Tornado Tag Team match does mount a comeback to WWE at some point. Under the current regime, WWE seems to rely on the tried and tested methods. Then why not bring back some of these match types, as they have proven to be hugely successful in the past? Moreover, the current crop of talent is massively adaptable to these special stipulation clashes. WWE has been on a stellar run ever since Triple H became the creative in charge, constantly breaking attendance and viewership records. The next step to attract wrestling fans could be a return of some of these match types. Which match type do you want to see making a comeback in WWE? Let us know in the comments below.